Hey everyone, welcome to our full video review for the Asus GL702. Starting us off with the specs, we have the CPU, which is the Intel i7-7700HQ processor. The GPU inside is an NVIDIA GTX 1080 with 8GB of GDDR5 RAM. Memory included is 16GB of DDR4. Storage included is a 256GB PCIe NVMe SSD and a 1TB hard disk drive. For connectivity, there's built-in Gigabit Ethernet LAN, integrated 802.11ac wireless, and Bluetooth 4.1. Powering the machine is an 88 watt-hour battery, 8-cell Li-ion battery pack. And there's a built-in HD web camera above the 17.3-inch 120Hz IPS G-Sync 1920 by 1080 resolution monitor. On the left-hand side of the machine is a USB 3.0 port, one USB 3.1 Type-C port, one HDMI port, one mini display port, the RJ45 LAN jack, one headphone out and audio combo jack as well. On the right-hand side, there's two USB 3.0 ports and one SD card reader. And on the back, there is the 330-watt AC power port. The keyboard has a small amount of flex, but is smooth for typing on. The trackpad is active and clickable on the entire surface, including the left and right areas. For a right click, you can either click the right side of the trackpad or do a two-finger click. Up above is the 17.3-inch 120Hz FHD matte type monitor. Paired with an NVIDIA 1080, it makes for a very bright, crystal clear gaming experience. We'll get to FPS numbers in just a minute. The GL702 is made up of part plastic and part metal construction. It feels pretty solid, and part of that feeling is its weight. By itself, it comes in at 7.5 pounds, and if you bring along the power brick and cables, everything together is 10 pounds. The brushed metal finish looks good, and the giant red heat sinks not only keep this 1080 cool, but add a nice splash of color too. Included in the box is one user manual and warranty, one 330-watt power supply, one microfiber cloth, and one Asus branded cable tie. As for the temperatures of the laptop while under gaming loads, as you can see, there's a bit of heat towards the top and on the sides, but overall, it actually cools very well for having a 1080 in it and will maintain reasonable temperatures across the sea surface. Standing away from the laptop, reading the noise decibel levels, we had 44, and then coming up close to the laptop, we had readings of around 52. Moving on to our benchmarks, we started things off with Firestrike, which scored 14,781, which makes it better than 83% of all devices that have ran this test. Moving on to Cinebench, we ran OpenGL and had 104 FPS, and then we moved on to CB score with 733. You can see how it stacks up on the left-hand side of the screen. Next, we ran Crystal Disk. Our solid-state drive read at 1,187 megabytes and wrote at 1,177 megabytes, which is very quick. Onto our real-world tests. We started things off with PUBG, and we did it on medium, high, and on ultra. We averaged 91, 88, and 79 FPS. The GPU's temperature while testing was at 80, while the CPU's was at 81. Next, we moved things on to Rise of the Tomb Raider on medium, high, and on very high. We averaged 106, 105, and 96 FPS. The GPU's temperature was at 80 degrees and the CPU's was at 75. And our third test was with Dirt Rally on medium, high, and on ultra with MSAA at ×4. We averaged 124, 92, and 89 FPS. The GPU's temperature while testing was at 78 and the CPU's was also at 78. If you're looking to put a personal touch on your machine, be sure to check out our extensive customization options before checkout, including upgrades available to RAM, storage, cooling, overclocking, custom paint, hydro and graphic wraps, laser etching, and much, much more. If you'd like to take a closer look at any of the specific BIOS menu screens, make sure that you pause the video on the one that you would like to view closer. If not, be sure to check out the product link in the description or leave any comments down below if you have questions for us here at Exotic PC. I've been Andrew saying thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for future product overviews and reviews.